Fix my collar in the mirror right before I leave. I practice bending on my mouth so nobody will grieve. I put on that expensive shirt you bought me for my day, and make sure every line is straight so I don't look like bait. But underneath the cotton fabric, everything is black. A hollow cage of ribs that wants its old tenant back. I walk into the crowded room and laugh at every joke. I order drinks and make small talk through layers of thick smoke. They tell me that I'm doing great, I'm looking so alive. They praise the way I picked up all the pieces to survive. I nod my head and play the part, I say I'm doing fine, while counting down the minutes till I cross the exit line. 'Cause these are fake smiles and real tears, paying for the damage of our golden years. I'm putting on a show for the people in the hall, painting over cracks so they don't see me fall. The face I show the world is a beautiful lie, while the person underneath is just waiting to die. The engine starts, the car doors close, the music fades away. The heavy curtain drops upon the comedy I play. My jaw unclasps, the plastic grin slides right off my face, and suddenly the loneliness fills up the entire space. The first drop hits my shaking hand, the dashboard starts to blur. The quiet hits me like a brick, reminding me of her. With these fake smiles and real tears, paying for the damage of our golden years. I'm putting on a show for the people in the hall, painting over cracks so they don't see me fall. The face I show the world is a beautiful lie, while the person underneath is just waiting to die. It takes so much muscle just to pretend I am whole. It takes a million lies just to cover up my soul. I am an actor stranded on a stage without a script, holding on to memories that already have slipped. I can fool the neighborhood, I can fool my friends, but I can't fool the dark where the performance ends. Yeah, these are fake smiles and real tears, paying for the damage of our golden years. I'm putting on a show for the people in the hall, painting over cracks so they don't see me fall. The face I show the world is a beautiful lie, while the person underneath is just waiting to die. Wiping off the makeup, stepping in the door, grin falls away onto the hardwood floor. Fake smiles, real tears. blueprint that we drew online, a little cottage by the rocky coast. We saved the pages like a sacred sign, now they just look like a cruel ghost. The wedding date we set for next July is just a regular Tuesday on my screen. I look at it and start to wonder why we walked away from what we should have been. Sweaters that you used to wear, I can't bring myself to open it no more. It feels like reaching for the empty air. The travel brochures sitting on the table are full of places we will never see. We thought our love was strong and we were able, but we just ran out of reality. I'm sweeping up a pile of broken dreams. The future that we built is on the floor. It's coming apart at all the seams, and you are walking through that door. We had a lifetime painted in our minds, bright colors that have turned to slate. Now I'm the only one the morning finds, stuck inside a life I came to hate. It hurts to watch the world keep moving on when everything we planned has crashed and burned. The blueprints and the promises are gone, and every single page we wrote is turned. I hate the fact that I still see your face in every house that we had wished to buy. I'm standing frozen in this empty space and asking every star up in the sky. I'm sweeping up a pile of broken dreams. The future that we built is on the floor. It's coming apart at all the seams, and you are walking through that door. We had a lifetime painted in our minds, bright colors that have turned to slate. Now I'm the only one the morning finds, stuck inside a life I came to hate. So I will pack the blueprints in a box and tape it shut so I don't have to see the heavy chains and all the iron locks on the tomorrow that will never be. Just broken dreams and an empty room. I clicked the profile that used to be mine, a little blue button, changed the design. Now it says add friend where we used to say I'll love you forever, come what may. No more relationship status to show, just a public wall where the strangers go. I'm locked outside Trying to breathe, but I don't know why. Connection lost, signal dead. Just a memory trapped in my head. Unloved by you. The traffic rushes down a busy street. The sirens echo through the crowded square. 1,000 people moving on their feet, but I am standing frozen in the air. I watch a couple share an ice cream. They laugh at secrets that I'll never know. And suddenly my life feels like a dream, a movie where the reels are spinning slow. I bought a single ticket for the train. The window seat is cold against my face. I watch the fields get heavy with the rain and try to find a comfortable space. But every city looks the exact same when you are carrying a broken heart. The neon lights are whispering your name and tearing my geography apart. I'm walking through the world alone tonight. No hand to hold beneath the heavy sky. The city stars are burning way too bright for someone who has forgotten how to fly. You were my anchor, my mapping guide, the only compass that I ever knew. Now I am drifting lonely tide, trying to face the world alone without It's terrifying how the earth turns around when everything inside me is dead. The world makes such a loud and happy sound while thunderstorms are crashing in my head. I used to feel so safe inside my space, protected from the chaos of the crowd. Now I am just a ghost without a place, crying your name but never out loud. I'm walking through the world tonight. No hand to hold beneath the heavy sky. The city stars are burning way too bright for someone who has forgotten how to fly. You were my anchor, my mapping guide, the only compass that I ever knew. Now I am drifting lonely tide, trying to face the world alone without you. So I will blend into the moving crowd and pretend that I have somewhere to go. I'll wrap my sorrow in a heavy shroud and keep my footsteps steady and slow. The world just wonder now. The closet is empty, the hangers are bare, no dishes are smashing, no smoke in the air. The slamming of doors has subsided at last. The storm has run out and the thunder has passed. We said I would scream, thought I'd fall to my knees, and I'm sitting here cold in a motionless breeze. The silence is heavy, the silence is flood, and I never knew love could end just like that. There is no more drama to cry, no more tears left inside of the sky. The fire went out and the ashes are gray. We screamed until we had nothing to say. It's a quiet disaster, a passionless goodbye. There's no fight left to fight, no more drama to cry. I'm looking at texts that used to explode, with words like a minefield ready to blow. No, it's just hey, I left my keys on the stand. A clinical ending we didn't plan. I wanted a movie, a tragic breakdown, a dramatic final scene out in this town. But the numbness has taken the place of the pain, and there isn't a single cloud left to rain. There is no more drama to cry, no more tears left inside of the sky. The fire went out and the ashes are gray. We screamed until we had nothing to say. It's a quiet disaster, a passionless goodbye. There is no fight left to fight, no more drama to cry. Maybe the anger was keeping us close, feeding the ghosts that we hated the most. The theater's empty, the curtains are drawn, full actors have left and the audience is gone. We exhausted the heartbreak, we ran out of fuel, and indifference is the ultimate cruel. There is no more drama to cry, no more tears left inside of the sky. The fire went out and the ashes are gray. We screamed until we had nothing to say. It's a quiet disaster, a passionless goodbye. There's no fight left to fight, no more drama to cry. No more tears, no more screams, just the static of broken dreams. The scream used to check your profile every single night, waiting for that little dot to turn to green and bright. I knew your favorite coffee shop, the route you took to work, the way you'd post a picture just to show a little smirk. But today I saw a photo of you holding someone new, standing by the river where I used to stand with you. And instead of zooming in to see the details of his face, I closed the app and let myself step out of your space. And I don't follow anymore, I'm letting go the thread, I'm clearing out the digital ghost hiding in my head. No more scrolling through the memories or checking up on you to see if you are lonely or if you are breaking too. It hurts to turn the screen off, it hurts to close the door, but for my own sanity, I don't follow anymore. I untagged all the pictures from that summer in the hills, the ones where we were laughing and ignored the upcoming chills. I deleted your location from the map inside my car, so I won't get a warning when I'm driving past your bar. It's a quiet kind of freedom when you finally break the chain, when you realize that tracking you just multiplies the pain. You are living in a world where I am no longer a part of, and I need to find the signal that can restart my heart, so I don't follow anymore. I'm letting go the thread, I'm clearing out the digital ghost hiding in my head. No more scrolling through the memories or checking up on you to see if you are lonely or if you are breaking too. It hurts to turn the screen off, it hurts to close the door, but for my own sanity, I don't follow anymore. Mute, block, and follow, they're just words upon a screen, but they're the only firewall that keeps my spirit clean. I don't need to know your business, I don't need to see your smile. If it means I'm stuck here crying in the shadows for a while, I'm giving up the ghost hunt, I'm dropping out the race, I'm leaving you behind me in your own curated space. not tonight. Tonight I'm sure, baby, I don't follow anymore. I saw you laughing in that picture online. You're looking healthy and you're looking fine. Like you didn't just tear my world completely apart. Like you didn't shatter a 5-year heart. I'm still skipping meals and I'm losing my hair, while you're out on the town without a single care. My friends check up on me to see if I'm alive, while your friends are cheering because you thrive. So congratulations, baby, you win a breakup. You didn't even slap your brand new makeup. You move right along while I'm stuck in the past, proving that your love was a beautiful mask. I'm holding the damage, you're holding the crown. You're flying so high while I'm crashing down. Yeah, you got the freedom and I got the sin. Take a bow, baby, you win. You kept the apartment and our favorite friends. You got the clean break where the story ends. I got the blame and the cold side of town, and a heavy black cloud that keeps hanging around. I'm checking my phone like a fool in the night, while you're sleeping easy till the morning light. It didn't take weeks for your heart to reset. You walked out the door and you chose to forget. So congratulations, baby, you win the breakup. You didn't even spend your brand new makeup. You move right along while I'm stuck in the past, proving that your love was a beautiful mask. I'm holding the damage, you're holding the crown. You're flying so high while I'm crashing down. Yeah, you got the freedom and I got the sin. Take a bow, baby, you win. Is there a trophy for leaving me broken? A prize for the words that you left unspoken? Because you look like a champion standing up there, and I'm just the victim of a love unfair. You made it look easy to throw us away, like I was a game that you didn't wanna play. Yeah, congratulations, baby, you win the breakup. Didn't even spend your brand new makeup. You move right along while I'm stuck in the past, proving that your love was a beautiful mask. I'm holding the damage, you're holding the crown. You're flying so high while I'm crashing down. Yeah, you got the freedom and I got the sin. Take a bow, baby, you win. The scoreboard is settled, the lights are turned low. I'm down in the dirt with nowhere to go. You took it on and you left me thin. Yeah, baby, you win. 65 days since you packed your final bag. Since the heavy conversation started to bleed and drag. The weather outside is exactly the same kind of gray as the morning you turned around and decided not to stay. I didn't buy a card and I didn't buy a cake, but my hands are still shaking from the choices that we had to make. I spent the afternoon deleting old drafts from my phone, learning the terrifying art of being completely alone. They say time heals everything, that the bleeding always stops, but milestones just feel like a roof that completely drops. It's the anniversary of goodbye today. One whole year since you took my world away. No candles to blow out, no wishes to be made, just a painful memory that refuses to fade. I'm raising a glass to the ghost of you and me, to the tragic day that you set us both free. I wonder if your phone gave you a notification too, showing a picture from the years when I was still loved by you. Are you sitting in a different kitchen, drinking different tea? Or do you still get hit by the sudden weight of me? It's crazy how a regular Tuesday can carry so much grief, a permanent scar disguised as a temporary relief. Is it fate? Anniversary of goodbye today. One whole year since you took my world away. No candles to blow out, no wishes to be made, just a painful memory that refuses to fade. I'm raising a glass to the ghost of you and me, to the tragic day that you set us both free. Do I celebrate the survival, or do I mourn the loss? Standing on the bridge that I never wanted to cross. I survived 12 months of your shoes, missing from the night. 12 months of adjusting to a world that went completely flat. But marking the day doesn't make it hurt any less. It just highlights the wreckage of this beautiful mess. It's the anniversary of goodbye today. One whole year still counting the days, lost in the smoke of the bridges we blazed. Happy anniversary to the tearing apart. Good night to the day that broke my whole heart. I'm looking back through dusty camera lenses at all the things we thought we did so right. But hindsight slowly sharpens all my senses and strips away the magic of the night. I see the subtle shadows in your smiling, the way you pulled your hand out of my grip while I was busy building and compelling a future that was already starting to slip. We only look at pictures where we're laughing. We never photograph the quiet fights, the slow and painful process of the having of all our lonely disconnected nights. It's easy to sweet talk the faded history and pretend that we were perfect from the start. But looking back reveals the bittersweet mystery of how we grew a million miles apart. That's love in retrospect, a beautiful illusion, a I kept a folder hidden deep in the drawer, full of things I don't suppose I need anymore. Ticket stubs from movies that we didn't watch, a silver lighter scratched with a little notch. I found a receipt from that night in July, the exact hotel where we first said goodbye. It's a secret museum of a beautiful war, and I'm the lone guard checking locks on the door. And I'm digging through the X-Files tonight, reading the words that he used to write, searching for clues in the margins and lines to see where the shadow overtook the signs. It's a cold case history of you and me, locked in the dark where nobody can see, dusting footprints on a broken heart, trying to find where we fell apart. Exhibit A is a photograph on the beach. You look so close, now you're out of my reach. Exhibit B is a text at 3 in the morning, a sudden shift without any warning. I study the evidence over and over again, like a detective who lost their best friend. The neighbors all think that I'm doing just fine, but they don't see the red string crossing the line. Well, I'm digging through the X-Files tonight, reading the words that he used to write, searching for clues in the margins and lines to see where the shadow overtook the signs. It's a cold case history of you and me, locked in the dark where nobody can see, dusting footprints on a broken heart, setting the fade where we fell apart. There are no suspects left to accuse, just two tired people with nothing to lose. The truth isn't out there, it's right in my hands, buried under the weight of our broken plans. I close up the manila folder inside, another dead end under a dark sky. Yeah, I'm closing up the X-Files tonight, putting away the words that he used to write. No more searching for clues in the lines. I finally see check your page to see if you were doing fine, but my thumb just hit a wall at the end of the line. Your picture disappeared and the history went gray. Just a digital ghost town from a single click today. No more typing bubble, no more green light at the top. Just a sudden heavy silence making all my movements stop. You pulled the plug completely, you didn't leave a trace, like you're erasing every memory of my face. And I am blocked on everything, shut out of your world. The final heavy banner of our love has been unfurled. I'm a static signal screaming out into the air. Did I reach a heart that acts like I was never there? It's a quiet kind of execution, painless for the hand, that cuts me out of every single future that you brand. Yeah, I'm locked outside the kingdom where I used to be the king. Baby, I'm blocked on everything. I tried to send a text just to say that I am sorry, but the bubble stayed clear, no delivery story. I tried your old account on the app we used to share, but the message bounced right back to the cold room air. It's like you built a fortress made of algorithms and steel to make sure you never have to care about the way I feel. You didn't have to pack a bag or slam a heavy door. You just made it so I don't exist anymore. 'Cause I am blocked on everything, shut out of your world. The final heavy banner of our love has been unfurled. I'm a static signal screaming out into the air. Try to this is the end of the songs I used to sing. No signal left, blocked on everything. I pack the last remaining box and tape it at the seams. I know I wrecked the blueprint of our beautiful dreams. You're sitting on the sofa with your head down in your hands, a casualty of choices that you didn't get to plan. I hate myself for being the one who has to leave and breaking down a heart that only wanted to believe. I wish that I could tell you that I found somebody new to give you a clean reason to despise the things I do. But I am just a broken compass spinning in the dark, afraid that if I stay I'll only choke your remaining spark. You deserve a steady love, a house built on a rock, not someone checking mirrors and staring at the clock. I know right now my name is just a bitter taste, a synonym for years that you believe you had to waste. But if I stayed I would have dragged you down into my storm and frozen up the hands that only tried to keep me warm. It takes a twisted kind of love to pull yourself apart, to act like a villain just to guard your fragile heart. I hope you forgive me for walking away, for all of the heavy things I couldn't say. I tore down our castle just to save your own life, cutting our ties with a dull rusty knife. I'm breaking your heart so that you can be free. Oh, I hope you forgive me. Maybe down the road when the bleeding stops at last, when I am just a shadow in your distant, blurry past. You look back at this kitchen and you'll finally see the monster in the hallway set you up to be free. I took the blame, I took the fall, I let the curtain drop, because I was the only one who knew we had to stop. on the drive. I hope you find a way to feel alive. Don't hate yourself, just hate my name. I hope you forgive me for the pain. Goodbye. I kept swallowing peace over my own pride to keep you warm while I was freezing inside. I painted a smile just to cover your cracks and carried your weight till it broke my back. I lost my voice trying to whisper your name and lost my mind trying to play your game. But the mirror is showing a face I don't know, and it's telling me it's time to let you go. I had to lose you to love me again, had to break us apart just to let myself mend. I was drowning in tears that you never would see, trading my soul just to keep you with me. It's a devastating goodbye, the hardest of parts, but I'm reclaiming the pieces of my broken heart. I had to lose you to love me. The quiet is strange now that you are away. No walking on eggshells through every day. I don't have to apologize for breathing too loud or shrinking myself just to make you feel proud. It hurts like a blade that you're no longer here, but the smoke is all gone and the sky's so clear. I'm finding the person you made me erase and putting myself back in first place. I had to lose you to love me again, had to break us apart just to let myself mend. I was drowning in tears that you never would see, trading my soul just to keep you with me. It's a devastating goodbye, the hardest of parts, but I'm reclaiming the pieces of my broken heart. I had to lose you to love me. You were my anchor, but you sank me too deep. You were the nightmare in the middle of sleep. I loved you enough to let myself die, but I'm opening my eyes and looking at the sky, forgetting your shadows, remembering my light, and taking my heart back tonight. I had to lose you to love me again, had to break us apart just to let myself mend. I was drowning in tears that you never would see, trading my soul just to keep you with me. It's a devastating goodbye, the hardest of parts, but I'm reclaiming the pieces of my broken heart. I had to lose you to love me, to love me. Finally breathing, finally healing. I'm letting you go so I can grow. Goodbye to the us that was killing my soul. I had to lose you to make myself whole, to love me. Heard you tell your sister that you finally found the one, a kind of steady shoulder that you need when day is done. He buys you yellow roses and he leaves them by the sink, listens to your stories, and he asks you what you think. And I'm trying to be happy, trying hard to play the part of the mature old ex-lover with a totally mended heart. But it kills me that the version of yourself you're giving him is the healthy, healed up puzzle that I broke my hands to mend. And I hope he is your best new love, the one you always dreamed of, the one who gets the laughter while I only got the tears, the one who gets the future after I gave all my years. I paid the price in pieces just to watch you rise above. Yeah, I built the stepping stones for your best new love. You used to scream at midnight, you were terrified of change. Your mind was like a storm cloud that I couldn't rearrange. I stayed awake for seasons, holding down your heavy ghost. I loved you at your worst, when you were hurting me the most. No, you're running in the sunshine, you are stable, you are free. But you took the love I taught you and you gave it all to he. He didn't have to fight the wars that made you who you are. He just walked into the garden and picked up a perfect star. So I hope he is your best new love, the one you always dreamed of, the one who gets the laughter while I only got the tears, the one who gets the future after I gave all my years. I'll pay the price in pieces just to watch you rise above. Yeah, I built the stepping stones for your best new love. Did you tell him how I saved you when your world was crashing down? Or am I just a shadow in the outskirts of your town? It's a bitter kind of mercy to see you doing well, and the road that got you there was my own personal hell. I broke my soul to fix yours. No, he's walking through your door. So I hope he is your best new love, the one you always dreamed of, the one who gets the laughter while I only got the tears, the one who gets the future after I gave all my years. I paid the price in pieces just to watch you rise above. Yeah, I built the stepping stones for your best new love. Go on and live your life now. Be happy, safe and sound. I'll just stay here in the ruins of the love we left aground. Looks so beautiful and far up above. Enjoy your best. I found an old notebook tucked under the bed, filled with the poems that I never read. They weren't for me, they were dated back then, to a love that you swore would never happen again. You tell me you love me, you swear that it's true, but I'm sleeping in sheets that she once built with you. Every restaurant we visit, every street in this town has a ghost of your past trying to tear me down. And your history hurts me, it's a shadow I fight. It sits on your side of the mattress at night. I'm loving a man who is partially gone, still bleeding from battles he already won. How do I heal you when I'm getting burned by the ghosts of the pages that you never turned? Yeah, your history hurts me. You look in my face, but you see in her eyes. I hear her own name in your heavy goodnights. You're cautious and guarded, you built up a wall, 'cause she was the one who made you fall. I'm paying the debts for the crime she designed, trying to fix what she left behind. But it's hard to be present, it's hard to be new when I'm competing with memories of you. And your history hurts me, it's a shadow I fight. It sits on your side of the mattress at night. I'm loving a man who is partially gone, still bleeding from battles he already won. How do I heal you when I'm getting burned by the ghosts of the pages that you never turned? Yeah, your history hurts me. I wanna be your future, I wanna be your home. Oh, I feel like a guest in a kingdom of stone. Am I just a bandage to cover the scar? Or do you really see me for who we are? I can't fight a memory, I can't win this race when I'm just a substitute taking her place. And your history hurts me, it's a shadow I fight. It sits on your side of the mattress at night. I'm loving a man who is partially gone, still bleeding from battles he already won. How do I heal you when I'm getting burned by the ghosts of the pages that you never turned? Yeah, your history hurts me. Your history, it's killing me slow. Open your heart, or just let me go. Don't make me love you inside of her shade, watching the promise we built start to fade. Your history hurts, God, it hurts me. goes out and close my eyes, hoping the darkness lets me get some rest. But even when the sun deserts the skies, I feel your memory heavy on my chest. I pull the heavy blankets to my chin to hide from everything we used to be. But that is where the haunting will begin, as your silhouette steps out to look at me. They say the people always pack and go. They say that love can wither and can die, but there is something that they do not know about the shape you left against the sky. You took your clothing and your favorite books. You took the laughter and the future plans, but left your outline in the quiet nooks, holding a ghost cup in your ghostly hands. Because the shadows don't leave when you walk out. They don't pack up their bags and run away. They hang around to whisper and to shout the words you didn't have the nerve to say. The lights are off, but I can see you plain, etched on the floorboards and the bedroom wall, a permanent reminder of the pain. The only thing that didn't leave at all. I tried to paint the living room anew, to cover up the places where you stood. I tried to scrub away the ghost of you and fix the damage deep inside the wood. But shadows aren't made of ink or dye. They are a part of how the room is made. And every single time I start to cry, I see a shape that refuses to fade. Because the shadows don't leave when you walk they never leave. I look at my reflection and I don't know who I see. Just a fragile caricature of who I used to be. You didn't leave a bruise and you didn't leave a scar, but you smashed the entire engine of a perfectly good car. Now I am hypersensitive to every shifting tone, and I shake whenever someone calls me on the phone. Used to use your words like a quiet, heavy blade, dissecting every single little promise that we made. You made me feel like crazy for the things I saw you do, until I doubted gravity just to believe in you. You walked away completely clean without a single scratch, while leaving me inside a room with a burning match. And it's emotional damage down inside my bones, building up my defenses out of heavy jagged stones. My heart is completely broken, but it doesn't show. Drowning in a trauma that you'll never even know. You rewired my mind, you rewrote my history, and left me stranded inside my own misery. My friends all tell me that I need to put myself back out, but my mind is locked in circles of anxiety and doubt. If somebody is nice to me, I look for the trap, waiting for the sky to fall, waiting for the snap. You took away my innocence, you took away my trust, and turned a beautiful future into toxic burning dust. 'Cause it's emotional damage down inside my bones, building up my defenses out of heavy jagged stones. My heart is completely broken, but it doesn't show. Drowning in a trauma that you'll never even know. You wired my mind, you rewrote my history, and left me stranded inside my own misery. Physical wounds will heal up in a couple of weeks, but how do you fix the silence when a broken spirit speaks? How do you unlearn the fear that you planted in my chest? How do I convince my mind that it's allowed to rest? You're a ghost in my psychology, a shadow on my brain, and I am the that you never heard. Deep in the watering, deep in the sparks, emotional damage, leaving its marks. Goodbye. I use the key that's always fit the lock. I open up the heavy wooden door. I hear the ticking of the kitchen clock and see my shadow stretch across the floor. But nothing in this hallway feels the same. The pictures on the wall look strange to me. I look at you and whisper your sweet name, but I am looking at an enemy. We sit across the table in the dark. The dinner plates are cold between our hands. There is no longer any kind of spark, just two people from different lands. I try to read the expression on your face, but you have changed the language that you speak. I'm standing frozen in a foreign place, and suddenly my knees feel incredibly weak. I am an alien in my own home, sleeping in a bed we used to share. Even when you're here, I'm all alone, reaching up for warmth that isn't there. You look right through me like I'm made of glass, an astronaut who lost the gravity. I watch the golden minutes slowly pass, a total stranger in my destination country. We built this castle out of brick and stone. We painted every room a perfect shade. Now I am wandering the halls alone, afraid of every memory we made. I don't know how to navigate your heart. The map we drew has completely disappeared. You're a million miles apart, and everything we loved has turned to weird. I am an alien in my own home, sleeping in a bed we used to share. Even when you're here, I'm all alone, reaching out for warmth that isn't there. You look right through me like I'm made of glass, an astronaut who lost the gravity. I watch the golden minutes slowly pass, a total stranger in my destination country. So I will pack my bags and pack my mind and slip away into the quiet night. And in the end, I became behind and looked for somewhere that is burning bright. An alien in my own home, lost in space. I watched you pack up your things in the hall, silently begging for me to just speak. But I stood like steel with my back to the wall, staring right through you, pretending I'm weak. You pleaded for answers, you asked me to stay. Your voice was a whisper, your eyes were so red. But I let my coldness just push you away, leaving the cruelest of silence place where you used to belong, but apologies heavy and choked in my throat. It's funny how being so stubbornly strong leaves you alone in a crumbling boat. I won the argument, I kept my face, I didn't let down any guards that I made. But winning feels empty in this lonely place, but all of the colors are starting to fade. And my pride was the anchor that sank us to stone, while your tears were the river that carried you home. I wanted to break, and I wanted to crawl, but I stood there and sang it. Don't watch it all fall. Now I'm king of this castle of shadows and fears, built by my pride and washed in your tears. What is a victory worth in the dark when the prize is an empty and freezing cold bed? I traded your love just to save a small spark of a giant eagle that wished you were dead. I dropped to my knees if you walk through that door. Pride is still locking me down to the floor. And my pride was the anchor that sank us to stone, while your tears were the river that carried you home. I wanted to break, and I wanted to crawl, but I stood there in silence. I watched it all fall. No, I'm king of this castle of storm and defeat, built by my pride and washed in your tears. Your tears on the floor, my hand on the door. I didn't say stay, I threw it away. No, our silence is loud, and I'm so damn proud. Alone with your tears. You always love the silver glow I cast across your room. Steady light to pull you from your winter and your gloom. You praise the way I painted over every single scar, and kept you company when you were reaching for a star. But you only love the surface that is easy to admire, while ignoring that my core is made of frozen quiet wire. You never ask about the cold that freezes up my spine, the heavy craters hidden on this lonely heart of mine. I turn my back to keep the worst of me away from you, because I am terrified of what my emptiness would do to you. I spin around in circles just to keep your world alight, while drowning just the blackness that is mine. The sun goes down, the shadows grow. Welcome to the side you didn't want to know. Goodbye.